We have all these different muscles, ligaments, and tendons in our vocal tract, the vocal tract beginning with the lips and ending with the larynx. So we want to make sure all of those tissues are moving freely and smoothly and symmetrically. So this is a stretch routine we can use to help ensure that everything is working just right in the vocal tract to the best of our ability before we sing. I usually do these actually after I sing because sometimes they do increase my phlegm production or make me feel a little sore, but then like the next day it's great. So if we take our finger here and find our larynx, you can feel the larynx vibrating under your fingers when you talk, and then if you move your fingers it changes your voice. You can feel the bumps, little ridges. So we're looking in here for the thyroid notch, which is a little bump. It's hard to find on females. On a man, you would think of it as being an Adam's apple. The larynx is also sometimes, in addition to being called the Adam's apple, sometimes is also called the voice box. Okay, I found mine. It's a tiny little bump on a female. Found yours? Here, put your finger here.
It's almost ticklish.
And you can feel mine.
For me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do feel it. Is it right there?
Let me see yours. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So right above that notch, we're going to pinch and pull gently. This is called the hyoid pinch by the hyoid, obviously, which is a bone, because all the ligaments and tendons and muscles need to connect to a bone. So it's the only free floating bone in the body, and also the bone which is examined after a strangulation murder. 'Cause if you've been strangled, the bone will be crushed or broken or whatever.
Huh.
And sometimes I'll kind of like wiggle a little, and then you can kind of grab elsewhere, like a little different of a location.
I wonder if anybody's like ever been like, somebody tried to strangle them and then afterwards they had damage and didn't know it.
Probably. So I have a friend who, obviously I will not be mentioning her name, but she was in a terrible abusive relationship, and her husband tried to strangle her, and he did not succeed in killing her, but she cannot smile symmetrically any longer because he damaged one of the nerves going to her smile. So yeah, you can try to strangle someone without succeeding but still cause damage.
He doesn't have
Can you imagine?
any nerve.
I know, I'm like, how terrifying. So like I try to kind of get a good amount of skin. This is not a very flattering exercise, but I try to get like a good amount of skin. And I can feel all the way from the inside of my ear. These sensations are quite subtle, but I can feel the gentle stretch. Here at my hinge and here. So that's the hyoid pinch. And then the anterior cervical retrolaryngeal stretch / massage is the second stretch. So we have the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which sometimes is abbreviated with the letters SCM. And that connects back here behind your ear and connects then again down here at your clavicle bone. So you can feel this muscle wrapping around, at least I can. I feel this band of muscle coming down through here, right? And that muscle kind of ends right about here, I can feel. And then we already have identified the larynx here. So in between the muscle and the larynx, we're going to try to slide our fingertips gently, and then on the other side as well, gently. And we want to avoid feeling a pulse, which means we have located an artery, which we would not want to compress to avoid any sort of passing out. So we're going to try to gently get our fingers, oh man, Sorry, I was surprised at how well I can get back there today. Ooh, it's really good today. So we're gonna try, like if this is the larynx, it's like we're trying to scoop our fingers behind the larynx and pull the larynx forward, just like really gently. And I kind of like doing my hands this way so I can get back there symmetrically and then just hold. I usually get the sensation that I'm gagging, which is unpleasant.
Why is it so high up?
Well, partly because you're a soprano. The length from the lips to the larynx is shorter for a higher voice type. And you've got a high voice type.
Thank you for telling me why.
You're welcome, no extra charge. That information is worth like thousands of dollars. And then you can also gently kind of,
I'm struggling.
here, I'll help you. I'll just show this little, what's the word, alternative way, is you can gently push, like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Move the larynx back and forth gently. It's another type of laryngeal massage. Maybe we should make a separate checkbox for that. We're on the chart we're trying to create.
Oh, it's pouring outside.
Oh,
I just noticed.
this is a great day to be inside having a voice lesson.
It's not gonna be too dry out.
That's true. Sometimes the rain can increase the
Oh my God,
allergen.
it's
You got it?
It's
Do you want me to do it or
it's
you got it?
small and high up,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard to grab a hold of sometimes, but I got it.
Got it? Okay. Next, the yes, no, maybe repetitive stretch. And I have been experimenting with repeating through these stretches and between repetitions using my massage gun on the muscles that I'm stretching. So like I'll do the stretch, then I'll use the massage gun, and then I'll stretch again, and then I'll use the massage gun again on each muscle group that I'm stretching. And I have seen some really good results from that, so that would be a great thing to do as well. So yes is like this. Yes, forward and back. And you can do like 10 repetitions of these in real life, but we'll just do an abbreviated version for the video. Here, let's take a step backwards so more of our torsos are showing. Okay, and then this is no. Chin to shoulder. Repetitive stretches obviously are the same stretch repeated multiple times like this. Same, you can do 10 of those. And then maybe is ear to shoulder.
And if you do enough, you can actually turn your head all the way around like an owl.
What? I am not making that claim.
The person wearing the asparagus shirt is making that clear.
And then same stretches but isometric stretch. So this time we hold, letting the arms dangle freely. So an isometric stretch is the same position, but we're going to hold as opposed to repeating the same position over and over. We're going to hold the one position for a longer duration. And you could hold this like even up to 30 seconds if you wanted. You can draw figure eights with your arm, or just like let your arm move around. Whew. And then okay, so we did the one side, right? No, sorry, that's a different one.
Yeah.
This side, try to let this other arm hang down freely. And then forward. And backwards. And again, You can hold these for a longer time when you're actually practicing the whole routine. And then the same thing but with a hold. So we grab the ear and we pull up and over. Again, letting the arm dangle. For more elderly people like myself, these stretches are so, like, I don't know, nerve inducing. Like, and they make me nervous because I'm always like, oh, it's okay. Feel free to just like touch my butt anytime. Because look, it's like, oh no, my neck. Like nobody look right at my jowls. I was only kidding when I said to touch my butt freely. Don't actually.
You're the one who told me to do figure eights.
And then like so and like so, just a gentle amount of pressure. We don't do this the backwards way, just forward and sides. And then
Backwards way sounds really uncomfortable.
yeah, we don't do it that way. And now diagonal, so looking down, grab the base of your skull, and again up and over, not just down and to the side. This is a really good one for the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And oh, this one's so good. And then this one, other side.
Ooh. That is definitely a stretch.
I know. Oh, and I need to add
The one.
the one that you have to have help for. But this has an alternative for one you can do by yourself. But the
Do you have the one that you showed me and it was my first time doing it? And
that's the assisted one, yeah. And then upper chest, lower cervical stretch. So we have the sternum.
yes, we do.
And we want to put one hand on the sternum and the other hand up here, right above the larynx. Like, no, that's your chin.
Oh yeah,
So, like this.
got it. Okay.
And we're applying pressure here and here. Yeah. To feel the stretch. Feel free to look up my nose, I guess. I have no shame. I'm fixing to upload a video of my larynx and the inside of my nose on my YouTube channel sometime soon, so I guess everybody can just see everything I've got.
Next up is the next one.
That would be nice. I don't have one of those. And then the diagonal glancing, we'll call this one. So we look down to the left. And this is like just like the non-held one we did before, where we grab the base of the skull and then we like look up to the right. We're gonna go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so down to the right. And try to like make sure your shoulders are kind of back for this. Not like hunching forward, because then you don't get the same stretch. So shoulders back and down.
Posture's so difficult.
And then looking up and to the left. So again, the SCM stretch. And then this SCM stretch. So we're gonna try and put pressure here and stretch So you want to like kind of experiment till you find the spot where you feel the pull behind your ear, which can
I mean, you can
be tricky to
You can
find.
see the muscle right there.
Yeah, I have it right here. So we're kind of just applying pressure with the hand. I got a good spot actually. Sometimes I have a hard time finding it at first. And then we can switch to the other side. So here we go. Oh. Oh, that really stretches. Ooh. Ouch. Oh.
Yeah, right to my ear.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
Big one.
I'm ready for this to be over. Whew. Wow. And then the assisted one, if you have an assistant available, you can sit down here and
It's a magic trick.
so one hand here, one hand here, and the stronger and taller your assistant, the better. Try to separate the muscles. I'm going to do your little wiggle trick. I love that. Do I have it? I can see it. It looks like I have it. And
you could probably bring this hand up a little bit higher.
Here?
I'm going to position it right there.
Is that good? Because see, if you're tall, like pretty tall, you can like kind of do this. Get some, what's that called? Not momentum.
Yeah, no, I thought momentum too. Leverage.
Leverage.
It's so close to your lesson.
You can get some real leverage if you're a tall leverage. I'm not one of the taller ones. Everyone in my family is like almost the same height, so
yeah,
I fit in perfectly.
See, that's how it is for the most part, but then my uncle's 6'11".
What?
Yes.
I didn't think people got to be that tall.
You know what?
6'11"?
I didn't think it was possible, but he is. His name is Uncle
Tall?
Jay or Uncle Jim.
Oh.
Those are his two.
I would call him
Common.
Uncle Tall. Okay, now try it on me and see if you can find it on me.
There.
Yes, but I feel like you're pushing my head forward instead of up and over. Like it feels like you're pushing me this way.
I know it. Okay. Ready?
There we go. Yep, got it. Can you see the muscle?
Slightly. I can feel it.
Yeah, I can tell you can feel it. You're right on it. It's really good. Ooh, wow.
Some people get
Forgot that
Botox
one.
in their muscles up here, and it relaxes them, and it like puts them down. And people do it for stress headaches and migraines and stuff.
Ooh.
Some people have started doing it for like cosmetic stuff. They call it Barbie Botox, and it just kind of gets rid of the muscle. It doesn't get rid of the muscle, but it relaxes the muscle that goes from here to your ear.
Oh.
And it makes it drop down. So it kind of looks like how Barbie doesn't have that muscle. It just goes like straight from neck to
I want
like her.
Botox to look like a
bones.
Barbie. That sounds great. Where do I sign up? Ooh, wow.
Ooh, too
Whoa. No, that felt amazing. Wow. Oh, now we're getting into the realm of forward just a little bit, I think. There we go. Whoa. This is insane. Oh my goodness. What?
I'm gonna give Jeremy a run for his money.
Oh, yeah. He's a little stronger than you are. I'm gonna be honest, but
I feel like
not
I
bad.
could do it harder. I was just concerned with hurting you. But I feel like if Jeremy
Okay.
and I did a arm wrestle, I might win.
Maybe. So back up a little bit. I don't want to be too close to the camera for this one. So we've now completed 2 categories. First we did the laryngeal stretches, then we did the neck stretches. Now we're doing tongue stretches, which is the 3rd category, and then the last one will be our TMJ stretches. So first we take our glove and our non-woven sterile gauze pad, which you can get on Amazon. We're going to grab the tip of the tongue and pull straight out like this. And hold. Uh-huh. So the base of the tongue connects to the top of the epiglottis, which is at the top part of the larynx.
I thought you were bleeding because of the lipstick that
It's
got on
just
there.
lipstick.
And I was really scared.
My
Not
lips
lipstick.
naturally are this
Those are
color.
natural. My lips are coming off.
Now the next one we will pull to the side. And to the other side. To the right, to the left. Uh-huh. And then I listed this stretch as the frenulum lift. So we put our fingers, grab the frenulum, and lift up. So we're trying to elevate the base of the tongue straight up. And then when you're done, just dispose of your little tools and take your time, but we'll move on to the temporomandibular joint stretch. So people will say, I have TMJ. Everybody has TMJ because it's a joint that is in everybody's body. But a lot of people have what's called TMJ dysfunction, which is really what we should say. Me too. Most singers, I think, do struggle with it. So this is the joint. It's right here by the ear where the mandible and the temporal bone come together to form a hinge. So we'll start with the goldfish stretch where we put our fingertip right here by this little, I forget what this little nub is called. Don't you know what that is called? This little deal here? From getting piercings? No?
Oh, you mean
This little guy.
yeah? I can't.
This thing.
There's the. It might be a daith.
I don't remember, but anyways,
That's the piercing name. I don't know the.
if you put your finger right there and then open your mouth, you're gonna feel the hole open up, a little cave appears. So that's where we're putting one finger. And then, oh sorry, and then we put the tip of the tongue against the roof of the mouth behind the upper teeth. And then we put one finger on the chin, and we're going to gently apply pressure downwards with this finger. And this finger is pushing in.
I can do it.
Oh.
I can do it.
Wiggle it around if you want. Oh, and I should have put the interior TMJ stretch first, because then we'd still have the glove on. Wow.
I was wondering that.
You have to just tell me these things, because I'm, too dumb to figure it out for myself, apparently. Just move it up there so I will remember what to do. And then we can switch sides. Finger in the cave, pushing in. Finger on the chin, pushing down. And tongue pushing up on the roof of the mouth. And then, we could also put, I'm just going to call it the jaw hold. So you can put your hands like this on your chin and gently apply some like firm pressure downward. I like to put our tongue on the roof of my mouth for this one too, because that ensures, that you don't go too far.
What's too far?
Have you ever seen American History X? The thing I remember from that movie was this guy put his mouth on a street curb like this, and then somebody came behind him.
That's curb stomping.
Ooh, that's too far. So don't go that far. I didn't know there's a name for it. Yikes. I don't live that kind of life that I would know.
I don't live that kind of life, but it's a pretty, well-known term, I feel like. Maybe I've just seen too many action movies.
I live such a sheltered life. That's probably why. And then the masseter stretch. So if you put your hands here, you can feel if you clench your teeth together pretty firmly. You feel a muscle pop up here. So the masseter muscle attaches to the mandible bone, I believe. So we take our proximal joints here on our hands and very firmly press into the masseter muscle, and I feel a great deal of discomfort when I do this, and then pull down to the jaw. You gotta keep the intense pressure level. Oh my goodness, we've been going almost a half hour. Is that real? Wow. See, I keep thinking that I'm like, these stretches really take like a pretty significant time commitment. But if you can do them like even maybe like 3
Just
times
throughout
a
your
week.
day.
Yeah, or throughout your day. You don't have to do them all at once, but.
Just pick little times throughout your day to work out one muscle.
Oh, this one's calling my name. Ooh, wow. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
What is it? People say, this one has my number. Or whatever.
I've heard that one.
Don't like it. Okay, and then we'll end, I guess, wasting one of my rubber gloves for the internal stretch of the joint. So we have to put a finger inside or between the inside of the cheek and the outside of the upper gum. Slide back and feel the little opening. So this is the inside of what we just did on the outside. And then once you got in a good spot, put your teeth together. And hold. And you can try to push farther back as you become more comfortable. And then you can also try to gently turn your finger sideways to get more space between the jaw muscle and the gums. Turn, 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 turn. Ah.
Take your time.
Mm.
Otherwise, you will regret it.
Mm.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I feel like it's opening up faster though.
Yeah, so if you do these regularly, you'll notice less of an effect over time, and you can kind of reach a better baseline and then just maintain that baseline instead of every time you do the stretches. It's like, whoa, like my larynx kind of almost feels beat up a little bit. It's such a change from its normal baseline. And then you can switch to the other side, slide back, find the hole, close your teeth, hold, and as you feel a release, try to go farther back or turn your finger sideways. It's so interesting. I've never timed myself doing the whole routine before, but no wonder. I'm like, am I just like wasting time while I'm doing my stretch routine? Because it's been an hour. This makes me feel better about it. And then I forgot the one external jaw stretch. So we just put both fingers in the caves for this one, and try to push the fingertips closer and closer together gently.
I'm taking care of this once and for all.
I don't think you can take care of it once and for all. You'll have to keep like maintaining over time.
I just still relaxing.
That's great. No, take your time.
That one's good.
It's the same. Aww.
Mm-hmm.
So they say you can hold these stretches for 15 minutes. So
1, 5.
So external laryngeal stretch, and then the finger inside is the internal. And I think that's everything, right? Didn't forget anything. So
Did you do the one that you showed me that I've never done?
what one?
There was a new one last time.
This one? We did that one.
There's one where you do little circles and big circles.
Oh, actually, I wanted to add that. I'm so glad you said that. Okay, so I think that would go in the category of neck stretches. So for this, you're gonna do like the held neck stretch that we've done before, but we're going to add in, let's see, what can we call it? Arm circles. So you are gonna use, let's see, we might have to really scooch back for this so you can see. So you're gonna go up and over.
This one's rough.
Brace your elbow straight, brace your wrist at a 90-degree angle, and then just make like little circles and keep extending your arm up, 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 up.
Make sure to keep your wrist straight.
And don't let your head like nod forward. If anything, go backwards. And if you're, same thing with your arm, if your arm is doing anything, go farther back, not like forward. And then you can change directions and circle the opposite way. Ooh, that one hurts way worse for me today. And then you also can do big circles, but let's switch to the other side for small circles first.
Let's
Up and over, tiny circles. Oh, remind me at the end to do a cute thumbnail picture, because I'm so bad about remembering to do that. And then switch to circling the other way.
We could always do clickbait.
Clickbait? Like what?
I don't know. What's something crazy?
We could stick our tongues out at each other.
I don't know. The sticking.
With our thumbs in our caves. Like
I mean, the sticking the hands in the mouth, but like pulling the tongue out is a little bit like.
What is that?
What are they doing?
What is going on? And so now big circles.
I mean, people don't believe me when I do semi-occluded breathing exercises. They're like, that's not real.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, but that was, I wanted to do a 100% non-occluded breathing exercise today that's new, and then switch directions.
Straight pipe?
Yeah, the straight pipe one, but we'll have to probably do that next time, I guess, but that's okay, because once we have this now, you could just like go through this routine and have the checklist in, well, the order might not perfectly match. Maybe one day we can redo this and be more polished, because we all know I will not be editing this. Sorry. We just get the raw version if we're dealing with me, which we are, so.
Yeah.
Woo! My neck. Oh, and these shoulder rolls, we should add that too, because I forget to like put that on a list, but the shoulder rolls are really good. Pretend you have a pencil and you are trying to draw a circle with your shoulders, like the pencil sticking out, and then opposite way. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I feel great. So the shoulder rolls we can put in the maybe under the neck stretches, because that's the closest thing. All right, any questions before we stop it?
Do you want to do the thumbnail?
Oh, that's a picture though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
2 thumbs up for stretches
Stretches.
to help you sing better.